Hi there everyone, and welcome to Big OGGIE Golf. In today's video I'm discussing custom fitting. Now you might be thinking that's a bit strange, because if you follow my videos already you will know that I've only been playing for probably about 6 months properly, and a few months before that just with the occasional lesson. And you're probably wondering, why would a beginner want to do a custom fit? But for me, I think they're vital. I think the best thing that can happen to any beginner is that we can take as many variables out as possible. So today we're at West Cornwall Golf Club and we're going to see Jason Broadway. Jason is the head professional here, and he also runs the club shop, and he's just revamped the whole club shop. Actually, it's now a fully kitted out fitting centre with a fantastic giant screen, and he and his fellow professionals here, they're all trained in club fitting and doing lessons, so it seemed the ideal place for me to come and see what he can do to either improve the club I've got or show me whether the more modern clubs are better for me and what they can do to help my game. So let's go take a look. Hi Jason, welcome to Big OGGIE Golf. Today I've come to your fitting centre because, well, I bought these here about 6 months ago, purely as a trade-in, second-hand, and as you know I've been playing about the same amount of time, and the intention was to, well, kind of bash the hell out of them really, I guess, as I was learning, and now I want to improve. Okay, this is Taylormade R15, good driver. So this hasn't been fitted for you? Not at all, no. It's a very adjustable driver, so it potentially could be adjusted to suit you, to improve your shots. What we really need to do, I mean, I see you've got the setting there on a fairly standard setting, standard loft and stuff like that. What we need to do is see hit a few shots and see what happens to the ball. Okay, that's fine by me. Okay John, I can see that one going to the left a bit like that. Yeah. Is that a typical shot that you hit? I think so. Well, my good shots have a natural draw. They have a natural right to left, and my bad shots have a big right to left. Okay. So a hook then. Always pretty much going? Almost pretty much right to left and always left kind of way. So that's pretty typical. Alright, let's see you hit another one and see what... So still coming off, going quite severely draw spinning and coming out the sky a little bit too soon. Right, so let me just have a look at one or two numbers here. Yep. You can see how the club path comes into out, but the club face is very closed. Okay. So we're getting a spin axis which is on a negative scale, so the ball is going to curve right to left in the sky. And we've hit 4 shots there already, and pretty much everyone's the same. So there's only so much a golf club can do to compensate for that. Okay. But we can change the setting to help that and hopefully hit it a bit straighter. Okay. See, the problem is when the ball curves like this, it comes out of the sky, it's going low, it's going to run a long way, but your average carry is not anywhere near as far as it should be. Sure. Okay. To give you an idea, that last shot, for example, your club head speed, potentially 190 yards carry. Right. You've only actually achieved 130 yards carry. Okay. Simply because the ball's sort of dropping out the sky. It's coming out the sky too quickly. Just it hasn't got enough spin or launch to get it to stay up there, and it's going to sort of curve into the left. Ball going much too low as a result. Right, so I'm going to make a couple of changes to the setting on here. Okay, we hit 1 or 2 more, and then maybe try, this is an R15, it's 2 or 3 years old now, maybe one of the more newer drivers. Okay. So I've got one of these little keys, but I've never attempted trying to change anything on it. To me it's kind of a scary thing to do. To be honest John, you know, when you get fitted for a driver, you'd probably have it in your setting, and once you've got it in your setting, leave it alone. I would advise to come back to the pro and do any to change it and put it in its optimised position. Okay John, I'll put this in a different setting for you. I think it's going to help you. What we're going to do now, hit 3 or 4 shots, we can make a comparison to see how much a difference that's made. Yep, okay, thank you. I have to say, I thought it would be quite a nervous thing getting fitted, but Thank you for your patience. I think that's the important thing. A lot of people get really worried about trying to get fitted for clubs, especially when they're new.
I think you're right, John. One comment I get quite regularly is like, I'm not a good enough player to warrant the benefits of getting fitted. In fact, I think it's actually more important the higher handicap you are, if you do get clubs fitted for you, it helps you more than a tour pro who use any driver in this whole shop and just hit the ball straight down the fairway.
I mean, that's the thing. You look on YouTube and you look at lots of things, and people are doing loads of reviews, and they're always hitting every club, no matter what club it is. They're always doing brilliantly with it.
Because they're all great clubs.
Yeah, of course, and they're all good clubs, and the technology's out there.
And the good players tend to adapt themselves, and if the club doesn't quite suit them, instinctively they'll still find a way of hitting it where they want to hit it.
Sure.
Whereas the high handicap player doesn't have that skill set.
No, we have to rely on experts like you and the technology to get it right for us.
Yeah, so it's almost like the opposite is true that most people think.
Okay.
Now, I know we've only got 4 or 5 shots with each shot, but it gives us a trend of what's happening. Average carry's gone up from 145 on average to 172 on average. So it's gained you 25-30 yards in average distance carry, which is very important.
You can't complain with that. Yep.
And then you've got the total distance up to 211 from 185. Now this spin axis is the negative spin we got. I know it's only an average, but this is the amount of draw spin that was achieved on your shots that caused that ball to go to the left. Minus 20, which is still a lot.
Sure.
It's still, there's a swing issue there that causes that. It's a bit too close and stuff like that. But it was minus 28.
Yeah.
So it's
an improvement, and that's the important thing.
That's resulted in more carry distance. The ball's not curving so much in the air. Yeah. So what I'd like to do now, John, is to give you a driver which is probably a little bit newer. This is I think the wrong loft for you.
Okay.
Or we can get a better loft.
Yep.
And change the weight to see if we can improve on those numbers. Now this is a good driver, so we may not be able to, but the only way we can find out is to try.
Yeah, not like we're looking at a driver from 5 or 6 years ago, we're looking at one only 3 years ago. So.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Alright, so we've got this set up better for you anyway.
Okay. So I leave it to you which ones we try. So, I know you do a wide range of different clubs here, so.
We do Titleist, Taylormade, we do all the top brands, we do all of them. Okay, can't see too much on there, John, because it's all a bit hidden on the settings here. But basically, this driver's got more loft. It has a sure fit centre of gravity bar, which we can actually move the bias and the weight in the head more towards the toe, where it'd be beneficial for you. And we can actually up the loft a little bit more as well, which helps open the club face slightly. So
makes sense.
Would it give you more yardage? We'll find out.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
And this one also, it feels differently already. It feels slightly heavier.
I'll put a heavier shaft in it and I'll put a little heavier weight in the head.
Okay.
One of the advantages of the new ones, we can actually change the swing weight slightly as well. So just put 2 grams more in the head. Okay, we've got some different shots there. We've got 1 or 2 ball ones. Obviously, we're going to hit some ball shots. Yeah. When you're starting to learn golf, lots of ball shots. But we've got a couple of really good ones. Okay, so this is Trackman's Optimizer.
Yeah.
This tells me this was the second from last shot you hit. Carry 195. Yeah. You lost 5 yards. We're getting more up to where, with your club head speed 83.4 miles an hour, where potentially you could hit it. Yeah. And then 227 complete distance, so the total distance, that's with the roll included. Yeah. Yeah. So, that's a fair hit.
I'm not expecting to hit 280 or 290 yards anytime, but if I could hit 200 with a bit of a roll, and then as I get better, hopefully get to 250 if I'm really good, then with experience, that'd be really nice.
So of all the shots you've hit today, this is the first one which have gone blue. So you've got a driver which is helping you get a bit nearer where you are.
Yeah.
Now that's not going to substitute the lessons.
No, of course not.
To improve the angle of attack.
I think it's a combination of everything. Keep going with the lesson.
The path and stuff like that. So that's the important thing.
Sure.
But the driver fit can help you.
Yeah.
Because you do everyone does the same general things wrong in their own swings. You know, you tend to revert back to certain habits.
Of course.
And that's certainly one of your habits. You do it every time. We can make a driver that makes it easier for you to hit straighter shots. So fitting with the driver is actually, as I say, more important for the beginner than it is the pro.
Sure. I mean, I think for me, if I was saying, is it worth changing? I'd say yes, it was, purely because I think there's, like you said, there's more adjustability in this, and I can grow into this one. So as I get better, there's room for improvement in the club, where the other one, yes, we improved it, and we improved it really well. But we improved it as much as it could go. And as I get better, there's nothing else, nowhere else I can go with that. So, all good, I think.
Excellent. Thank you, John.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So I know that we hit some not great shots, but that's kind of expected. As you know, I'm a beginner, so it's always going to be good and bad, and the intention is I get better, there'll be more good than bad. I think that's the way of all golfers, really. And I hope that's giving you a little bit of information. I am still a beginner. I've only been playing about 6 or 7 months properly, and as you can see from my swing, there's a lot to improve. But I think it's important to have confidence in the clubs that you use. Now, whether that be a certain brand or whether it be a different wood or a different iron, it's just good for you to have absolute confidence in knowing the fact that you can't do any better with the club that you've got, and then the only improvement comes from you. So I'm really pleased that I've had a custom fitting today, and I'll stand up a little bit. Just like to thank Jason for being so patient. And I recommend coming for custom fitting here or anywhere in the country. And it doesn't matter, if you're a beginner, go. Because yes, it's very nerve-wracking, and I've done a custom fit on a couple of times now, and it never probably gets any easier, but the people that do it, they're really patient. And I said, I've been fitted for a few clubs on different makes, and you can come to a fitting centre like this and they're experts. So trust in their judgment, and then go out and practice, and hopefully I'll see you on a course myself sometime soon. Don't get too good, because I would like to try and beat a few of you. Thanks for watching. Speak soon.